And we're back with Mina's friends. Brian, tell us about your small penis.
It's not my small penis, you fucking asshole. It was a friend of mine's. So I don't know, fucking find out.
Okay.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, man. So, my friend back in high school, we found out he had a small penis, and it really changed the dynamic of the group, because all of a sudden, now we knew a friend of ours was like a little less of a man. You know what I mean? Like, we just had that weird feeling of like, oh man, I don't know if this is gonna like, I don't know, it's weird, you feel awkward. But the way we found out was that he was in football, and my friend, who doesn't have a small penis apparently, because he
had his mouth around his collar. It's
No.
like, it's your turn.
No, they shower naked, right? So obviously, they're in the showers.
What?
What? Yeah. So they're naked in the showers together, and they have conversations.
And
whatever.
you were watching them in the corner going.
No, he would talk to him. He would talk to this guy, my friend who without the small penis would talk to the guy with the small penis, and he would be like, he was talking to him, and the other guy with the small dick would constantly look down, like at other people's dicks, because he was like self-conscious about his own.
About his wing.
Yeah, and then so like I asked him, I was like, why do you keep on doing that? And he was like, oh, because this dude's dick is like 1 inch hard, like it's tiny. It's
so like real
yeah,
small.
it's like a baby
Not like
dick.
Asian small.
No, it's not like.
Oh man, you can't. That's one of those like. Man, I just want that guy to be successful.
No, well, that's the thing. But it's like the whole time, every time I saw him, all I thought of was like, oh, small dick. Like, you just think of that. You can't help it, but like think of that constantly, and it really sucks because he's a good dude. He's a nice dude.
Yeah.
But also, he was dating a girl at the time, and I was like, there's no way. And she was also my friend. There was no way that like they haven't had sex yet, and it hasn't been really awkward for them.
But then, like, you also think like maybe she doesn't know any better. Because like you're in high school, so there's a good chance like she just doesn't know.
I think this girl kind of knew. She was kind of slutty. She was like kind of that girl. You know, she had a little bit of experience.
But then again, like
he was a popular football player, so it was like the fact that he was a popular football player, and like she dated like a lot of football player guys. She was one of those girls.
Okay.
So she had some experience with dicks before.
Wow. Oh fuck, that's quick.
What? Oh, is that the boss already?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna try to get more experience.
Yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, definitely try to buff yourself up, because you're kind of some parts
This
you're
one's
getting.
actually somewhat powerful.
What
it's
is
a powerful single. It just shoots one thing, and it also applies a slow effect whenever it hits.
Yeah. Dude, all right, Kyle. I know you hate this. Like, why do you hate it when people say that a question is intrusive?
Okay, yeah, because
I
I hate that. That's a bullshit manner thing.
Yeah.
They always like. I hate. Okay, hold on. I'm being a fucking mushmouth. Get your fucking shit together, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whenever they're like, if you got that where they're like, you ask like, oh, how much money do you make? Or what's your religion? And they're like, oh, well, that's really intrusive. You shouldn't ask that.
Well, like, it depends. At the workplace, you shouldn't ask that. That's just HR
I work with them. I know how much they fucking make.
Well, no. I'm not saying not like that.
I'm saying like.
But you shouldn't ask people about like their religion and shit at work.
Why not?
I mean,
it's just to fucking get to know you.
No, it's an HR thing. It's not a personal thing. It's like you shouldn't do that just because somebody cares about it enough to where you could get in trouble for it.
Well, if they fucking care about it, then tell me. I'm trying to learn about your fucking life.
No. I'm not saying they care, but I'm saying like someone in the upper management, like the upper thing in business, cares enough about if you ask that and someone gets offended, then they're like, shit.
Yeah, well, the only thing is that they're gonna get offended at themselves, right?
What do you mean?
Like if you believe it's intrusive, then that's something that you're ashamed of.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not saying I care about this at all. So just like, by the way,
like,
yeah.
I mean, if somebody asks and they're just trying to get to know you, then it's not an intrusive thing.
Yeah.
It's just like
I don't care when people ask me about that.
That's so taboo. Oh, we shouldn't talk about that. And it's like, why not? Like, I don't understand how it's intrusive. Are you ashamed? If it's intrusive, if you're ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Like, but like it's other than that, like something that's fucking obelisk levels. It's a pretty normal thing. Like it's a very big thing in our society. So like, why not talk about your religion or like how much you make? You know, it's like asking your friend like, well, how much did you make? If your friend's talking about, you got a raise recently, and it's like, well, how much was the raise and how much did you make? Because I need some context.
Yeah. Well,
for how much that
if someone
affected
said
your life.
if I was like talking to a friend and just having a personal conversation, and they were offended by something I asked like that, I would be like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
oh, I'd tell them to fuck off and stop being a friend, but
yeah. Well, I don't know if I would go that far. I would just I would just be confused.
Oh, Brian, not all of us are fucking high and mighty like you.
Dude, no, but I mean, there's some people that annoy me, but I don't know. I don't deal with them. I don't like just put up with them, but it's like
I start shows with them.
I can exactly, dude. Whenever someone pisses me off, it's like I can deal with a lot of shit. I think I have a good tolerance for bullshit, to be honest.
I don't.
Yeah, well, I know you don't.
Yeah.
And you get pissed off at things that don't even make sense.
Yeah.
But
I start yelling at my computer on a daily basis at nothing.
At nothing. I get pissed
Sometimes
off
just
at
because
Facebook.
I get bored.
I like Facebook, BuzzFeed, any of that shit really pisses me off. Where it's like clickbait stuff gets on my nerves more than anything. Because
Clickbait definitely had to start with the porn industry. Like those ads that
Oh,
definitely
dude,
started
yeah.
with clickbait started there. There's no way.
Yeah, dude, like people sometimes like criticize us for talking about porn and sex too much, but dude, honestly, that
My
is
mom.
that is honestly like a big, like, think about it realistically, right? A lot of things do carry back. If you talk about the internet, if you talk about stuff in the media, a lot of it does go back to porn. And it's just a
this
logical
motherfucker,
point.
That's why.
What? Oh,
I was wondering why I wasn't getting experience or like.
Oh, does he take your experience?
Yeah, he also summoned skeletons.
Oh, so he's the real fucker that you
Yeah, I
want
was
to
like,
deal with.
man, the fucking nothing's
Oh,
going down.
okay.
There
see.
we go. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I think porn is just a natural progression of conversation when you're talking about like a lot of things do start like that. I think a lot of big advancements in medicine started from when people wanted to make drugs that helped,
Exactly.
Yeah, they wanted to make drugs that helped with fucking getting your dick harder or making your dick bigger. That like leads to a lot of shit. A lot of blood pressure medications, a lot of like heart medications actually started like that, and vice versa. Like Viagra initially was made to help with blood pressure or some shit, and then all of a sudden it became about
yeah.
No, they found out that was a side effect, and they're like, well, there's no other side effects, so I might as well make a drug that does that. Makes your dick hard whenever you need it to.
Yeah, it gives you
People
the
will
big
pay a lot. A lot of people will pay a fuck ton of money for that. Obviously,
Yeah.
as it's basically made
We
Pfizer.
have won wars with that.
What really?
We have the war on terror funded by Viagra. Because they get these guys and they get these terrorist leaders in caves. What are you gonna bribe them with? To rat on anybody else? You can't. They have everything in the fucking world. All the women, all this shit. But the thing is that they take up so many wives, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so the way that America would bribe them to rat on like their friend, their allies, was with Viagra because they needed to fuck all these women. They had all this time and money.
Dude, that's a big
they needed to fuck
responsibility.
more.
If you had that many wives.
So they had to fuck all these women, and then boom, America was winning wars with Viagra.
Yeah, I mean, satisfying one woman, especially for you, is really difficult. I know. I hear all the feedback.
Not difficult, impossible.
Impossible. Dude, I feel like that's one thing that people don't talk about, or a lot of girls don't talk about, is that like girls like to have sex just as much as guys do, right? And for a girl to be satisfied is way harder than a guy. A guy is just like, as long as he can come, he's okay. But a girl, I think, has to have more. There has to be more than just that. Like, there has to be another side to it that's like a psychological side or some type of
Well, it's definitely a big part of it for guys is psychological as well.
Oh, yeah, I mean, but the goal is still just to come. Like, that's all we care about, really.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
it's just
like,
that we have to psych ourselves
man, these guys might fuck me.
Oh, dude, yeah. Go get the help.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Like, the biggest part of it, like, I know my biggest psychological thing is I can't come unless she's being strangled.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, like, unless I see her eyes bugging out and she's just like, why,
she looks
Daddy,
like one of those, like,
Daddy,
those, like, plastic squeezy toys where the eyes pop out. Like, fucking, yeah. Dude. Like dude, it's like the aliens from fucking Toy Story. That's what it's like. And she also has 3 eyes. In case
as we're having sex, she's screaming like, the claw!
The claw!
Give it to me!
By that she means your actual claw that you own to strangle her with.
Yeah, it's a full-on metal. It's like Krieger from Archer.
Dude, I love whenever people have something that's so specialized. They're like, all right, get the strangling claw. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, get the strangling claw out real quick. Those are the best. Oh man. So Kyle, one thing about this game, I don't know if we covered it. What do these do? I keep on forgetting.
These are the gods that you can pray to. And they can either be beneficial or detrimental.
Oh, it's like
so this one's free. This one costs some amount of spell damage.
I gotcha. So you kind of have to sacrifice a little bit yourself to get it. All right, that makes sense, man. Dude, one thing for sure is that you mentioned that you would like. What?
Gonna go for the boss.
Oh, you're going for the boss? Sweet.
Yep.
So you said you want to raise children like bears. Why the fuck would you want to raise children like bears?
Because I feel like it would be a lot easier. Like, I don't know if you know this about male bears, but I figure, like, if you're raising children and then you realize you're gonna be an unfit parent, much like most male bears,
yeah,
it would make a lot more sense instead of putting them through the hard adoption systems and things like that to just eat them.
To just eat them?
If you just eat them.
Do you have to eat them though? Like,
yes, that's a big, because we're taking on the full bear thing.
yeah, dude. Okay, speaking of eating people, I watched a show yesterday about there's a guy who was like, he was this insane guy who basically he was really like a paranoid schizophrenic and all that shit, and so he got there was a guy living in his house who he didn't trust.
Yeah.
And he lived at his parents' house, but like his parents didn't. Like, his parents were stupid for one. They should have known if they had a paranoid schizophrenic living in the house,
should be.
But they didn't know that
obvious.
He wasn't diagnosed with that, but it should be obvious, right? And so
You think so? Yeah.
yeah, and like so you're good.
So much fire.
But like this guy, he didn't trust the guy living in his house, and so he got really like paranoid about it, and so he killed the guy. But he didn't just kill him; he fucking cooked his hands in his head and ate him. And he told the police, like, the police caught him. They're like, all right, where's the rest of this guy's body? We need to identify him. And he was like, well, you're not, you can't find him because he's in my stomach. And
Wait. How did he cook him? That's important.
Boiled him. He boiled him.
Oh, what a sick fuck, dude. Grill him.
I know, dude. I was like,
Who the fuck
at
boils?
very least,
nobody
saute
boils
him.
meat. Yeah.
At very least. Yeah, boiled human, boiled any
Boiled
meat.
any meat.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. There's no good boil. What the fuck
That's
is
true.
wrong with that?
That's
I was
true.
all with them. I was like, yeah, I can understand eating a person, but like,
Yeah, dude. Eating a person is at the very least a good conversation starter.
yeah, the man's just big on recycling.
Yeah,
Clean.
dude, he knew. But that's the best way to get rid of a body. How do you find that evidence? You ate a person.
It's just.
At least eat their fingertips and like eat their teeth so they can't like identify them at all.
Yeah, what a sick fuck.
Yeah, it was
Boils
messed
them.
up. Boils them.
That's just fun. Deep fry. Deep fry would be the tastiest because we're all fatty and it would just kind of ooze out. Oh, yeah, that's how I'd eat a person. All right. Anyways, next time on Meet His Friends, we'll keep playing Ziggurat.
All right.